You know the story of Spider-Man. His origin is the same in most universes. However, in Universe 1978, Peter Parker wasn't the only Spider-Man. Mere moments after biting Parker, the spider bit another young student by the name of Cindy Moon. However, unlike Parker, Cindy's path was not going the same direction as Parker. Shortly after receiving her abilities, she could not control them, which led to the attention of Dr. Carl Malice, who gave her the opportunity to work for an organization known as Power Broker Incorporated. Believing that she will receive help, she agrees to join him, and the two travel to Magicport, where she was then deceived by Curtis Jackson, aka the Power Broker, and was placed into an experiment pod. During the time of the Ultron Revolution, Cindy was under cryosleep, and when the war ended, she was freed and had lost memories of who she was, and for a time she worked under the Power Broker and was tasked by him to hunt down a former member of his strength augmentation process. Cindy, now under the codename Silk, traveled to New York to hunt down her target, and she begins to feel a sense of resemblance to New York. Over time, she found her target, who was a man named Dennis Dunphy, a former professional wrestler who joined the Power Broker's augmentation process to gain strength that could measure up to Captain America. After their fight, Silk would regain a memory of when she was with her father, and they walked around Central Park. Silk questions what is happening to her, and Dennis reveals that he too was deceived by the Power Broker and was experimented on by Carl Malice. Silk begins to learn about what happened to the world after she was put into cryosleep. The pair look upon a statue that honors Peter Parker and Miles Morales, who died fighting Ultron. After some time researching, Silk learns that her father spent his time looking for her and was killed by the Power Broker. Now learning the truth, Silk and Dennis agree to work together to travel back to Madripoor and to kill both the Power Broker and Carl Malice. While traveling back to Madripoor, Dennis reveals that he was given his abilities to pursue a career as a wrestler named Demolition Dunphy to pay back a debt he owed the Power Broker. In time, he learned that once he had completed the debt, he would be killed by the Power Broker, as he was a means to an end. The pair arrive in Magicport and begin a rebellion against the Power Broker. The city erupts into chaos, and the pair face off against the men who tortured them. Together, Silk and Dunphy, who is now sporting a new suit, take on the Power Broker, and when the battle ends, the Power Broker begs Silk not to kill him, saying that he can remind her of who she is. Silk hesitates, but in the end accepts her new life and remembers the saying she saw in the memorial for Peter and Miles: "With great power comes great responsibility." The pair show mercy, and S.H.I.E.L.D. arrives to arrest the Power Broker and Carl Malice. S.H.I.E.L.D. director Phil Coulson offers Silk and Dennis an opportunity to work for S.H.I.E.L.D. Dennis, who is now codenamed Demolition Man, or D-Man for short, accepts this new opportunity to help rebuild the world. Silk, however, refuses, deciding to go back to New York, and begins to honor the legacy that Peter and Miles made and becomes a bright new light for New York.